In movies, the main character is always eager to start the day. She has a smile on her face and she copes with failure gracefully. You might say to yourself, that could not be me. But what exactly is stopping you from being like the main character in movies? Genuinely think about it. No matter how it feels, life is short. You should not be wasting it by being passive all the time. In this book, you will learn how to have focus and direction. Do you think you do not have the skills to get the life you want? Are you scared to try? This book will help you overcome these fears. You will learn that you can fall in love with life just like in the movies. What are you supposed to be doing? With life comes expectations. Your parents expect you to be successful. Your teachers expect you to do your best. Your boss expects you to perform well. It does not end there. According to your gender, you are supposed to fulfill specific roles. Are you a woman? Then when are you going to have kids? Are you a man? When are you going to be your own boss? Although gender roles are slowly disappearing, there are still expectations from society. When are you going to buy a house? Is your career successful? Are you getting married soon? A lot of people are putting pressure on you. It can be stressful and suffocating. Although these expectations seem essential, they are not. What is important is this. Are you living up to your own expectations? Susan was a famous novelist at the age of 47, but writing was never what she intended to do. She wanted to do something that involved looks like being a model, maybe. Susan thinks of herself as a failure. Meanwhile, Jack was traveling all over the world as a journalist. Many people are impressed with his profession, but Jack revealed that he was supposed to be a doctor. A journalist was not good enough in the eyes of his parents. Can you relate to Susan and Jack? If you are unsure, ask yourself, who says? Who says that you should do what you are doing? Who says you are supposed to be doing it? Be specific with the answer. Mostly, the answer to this question is your parents. Now, what are you supposed to do with this information? First, grab a piece of paper and write down the names of every family member. Then, write down the names of the important people to you, for instance, your friends, teachers, or neighbors. Under each name, write down what they wanted you to do. They might not have directly told you, but that is okay. Just jot down what you think they wanted you to do. For instance, your mom stressed the importance of stability. So, the job you got was an unfulfilling yet stable office job. Meanwhile, your father wanted you to be excellent in your career. He wanted you to be someone he could boast about. You might realize why you and your father are distant now. Take a look at your answers after you are done. Like all those who did this exercise, there is a pattern. Everyone will not have the same expectations. Their expectations would be different from each other. No wonder you are confused about what you are supposed to do with your life. You are getting tons of mixed signals. Come to terms with the fact that these expectations are hard to achieve. Not only that, but it is impossible. You cannot do everything. So focus on what matters. All that matters is what you want, and what you want can be done. Resistance, or what's stopping you anyway? I do not know what I want to do. It is a phrase that many people use. Author Barbara Sher disagrees with this statement. You know what you want. However, there is something that is stopping you from doing it. You need to know what this resistance or challenge is. Because if you do not, you will never move forward. You will never get the life you want. How will you know then what exactly is stopping you? There is one effective way to pin down this resistance. Simply start on a goal. The resistance will immediately try to stop you from working on your goal. That is always a guarantee. This resistance will make you doubt why you are moving or making changes. It will tell you that the goal is not a good idea. Staying still does not make any sense. You should be working on yourself. You should be thriving. But this resistance holds you back. Maybe because making any sort of change is dangerous. It is unfamiliar territory. Just doing the same thing every single day is safe. It is comfortable. but it will also get you nowhere. There are 2 exercises that will help you find your resistance. 1. Find meaningful work. If you are stuck with what things will fulfill you, write down what you think makes work a meaningful one. There are lots of answers to this. What matters, though, is your interpretation of it. Your definition of meaningful work is personal. When you do the right work for yourself, you will feel connected to it. A gardener takes his time tending to the flowers because it feels right to admire their beauty. A filmmaker shares her skills through movies because she wants to share stories with the world. A doctor pursues medicine because he feels like it is his calling to help people. Meaningful work is doing what you love. Love and meaningfulness are the same, and that is the secret to finding work that fulfills you. You need to find an activity that you are absolutely in love with. It will satisfy you and push you to do your best. And most importantly, this kind of work is something you can do. 2. Get a job. There are 2 versions you need to do for this one. You need to write down your dream job or the job from heaven, but you also need to write about the job from hell. The job from heaven is basically what you think is the perfect job. Create your own hours, your own pay, your working environment. Let your imagination run free. Most importantly, it must be a job. So you also need to do tasks and reports. If you want to be your own boss, then be your own boss. But if you would rather be an employee, make up the perfect boss for you. Create coworkers that you like. If you have a hard time creating the job from heaven, then create the job from hell. Go into detail about everything you hate about a job. It could be poor pay, a horrible boss, or a position that does not develop your abilities. The next thing you should do is write down the opposite of every element from the job from hell. Yes, reverse every single thing. This will help you realize what you really want in a job. If you want to get more detailed, ask a friend for help. Ask her to describe your job from heaven as if she was eagerly convincing you to watch a movie. A movie has trailers to catch a person's attention. That is what your friend will be doing. For instance, she will see your list and make it into a scenario. You hate disorganization, so your office is clutter-free and neat. Your office has a lot of windows, and your boss praises you regularly for a job well done. When your friend is finished, you will realize if your job from heaven is lacking or not. Then your friend will add this in or modify your movie. Do this again and again until you're satisfied with the image you have. Little by little, you will start to see what you want out of a job. The next thing is to promise yourself that you will fulfill that dream job. Are you panicking right now? You most likely are. Being trapped with your choices does not feel comfortable. What if you chose wrong? But having some choices removed is the exact thing you need. You are stuck because there are simply too many options. You are afraid of choosing the wrong ones. But you need to make decisions and you need to stick to them. So, for an hour every day, try imagining yourself working at your dream job. If you feel excited, then that is great. But if you feel nervous or afraid, keep guessing. Slowly, your resistance will make itself known. You will see what exactly is stopping you from going out and getting the job you want. The sure thing, safe and comfortable. Those are the 2 reasons why you never go after what you want. There are plenty of risks involved in chasing your dreams. You say that you're perfectly okay with the life you have now, but you cannot help but be envious of the people who go after what they want. Life is short. You spend so much time trying to be safe. You do not realize how much time you have wasted. You are full of endless potential. If you feel like your life is boring, then that is more reason to chase after what you want. You make life meaningful by finding things that have meaning to you, and you cannot do this if you're just doing the same thing every day. But where exactly should you start? Suppose you are ready to take a risk and chase after a dream, but you feel like it is too unrealistic. These are called escape dreams, and everyone has them. Take the case of Joe. He wants to be a pilot on the most expensive jet plane in the world. He also wants to face a dangerous enemy and win against them. There is also Sue, who wants to live alone for the rest of her life. She wants everything to be clean and quiet. She does not want to face any human being at all. What about you? What is your escape dream? Do not hold back on the fantasies that you have. These escape dreams act as a clue to what you really need. Joe, who wanted to be a pilot, actually needed freedom and power. Sue needed time for herself. These escape dreams tell you what is wrong with your life. However, escape dreams are not dreams you should dwell on. You will still be stuck fantasizing if you keep entertaining them. You must keep moving in the direction where your escape dreams point to. This is where your real dreams come in. Your real dreams are dreams that you really want. It does not require you to take big risks compared to escape dreams. Yet, chasing after real dreams is scarier because daring to live your dream is terrifying. But that is just your brain discouraging you from actively pursuing it. Take the case of Jerry. He would follow his real dream of writing screenplays. But that would mean changing his whole routine. Jerry would need to spend his evenings writing because he works the entire day. He will not have time for his wife if he spends his evenings writing. But Jerry was just using his wife as an excuse. His wife even wanted him to write during the evenings because she knows he loves doing it. Jerry admitted that his current job was okay. He edits all day for work. But he cannot stand the thought of him being an editor. He wants to be a screenwriter. But if he quits his job, Jerry cannot support himself and his wife. So he is doomed to just stay at his job forever. But Jerry is wrong. Being a successful screenwriter will be more likely if he stays at his job. Why is that? It is because human beings need structure. Jerry and other people need to limit themselves when it comes to things that make them happy. A job helps you put a limit. Take the case of Nina. She was a teacher, but she decided to quit her job to pursue painting. After 3 years of staying at home to paint, Nina could not produce one single painting. So she went back to teaching, and as soon as she resumed work as a teacher, her passion for painting reignited again. Nina has created more paintings than ever before. Your current job is not an excuse. Imagine that suddenly you were able to pursue your real dream. You have the time, money, and space to make it come true finally. For 10 minutes, visualize yourself having all the time to create or do your passion. What did you feel? For Jerry, he was terrified. It was incredibly lonely for him. He thinks that maybe he is not a writer after all. But here's the thing. Jerry is really a writer, and you are meant to be whatever you are too. Despite the terrifying feeling in your chest, you can still be an artist, writer, or whatever it is you want to be. You do not need the perfect conditions to start working on your dream. You can do it right here, right now. For 20 minutes, work on your dream. The time is short, so you can add it to your daily routine easily. Eventually, you will be more productive and fulfilled with your creations. Nothing ever interests me. The previous chapter talked about how you can start working towards your dream. But how about those people with no dreams at all? Take Chris, for example. Nothing ever interests him. As a result, he does not feel motivated to chase after something. People like Chris, unfortunately, have chronic negativity. This is when your view of reality is negative. You do not try because why should you make an effort? You just live life every day because you have no other choice. When you have been in a bad mood for a long time, you need to do 3 things. These 3 things will help you realize that your lack of interest is not something serious. 1. Go to a therapist or doctor. Make sure that you are physically and mentally okay. Some people never consider the fact that they are clinically depressed. 2. Exercise as much as you can. Being physically active can brighten up your mood. Even if it seems exhausting, try running or jogging. You will see a big difference afterward when it comes to your mood. 3. Pick a goal. This sounds stupid. The reason why you are reading this book in the first place is that you do not have goals. But you are wrong. The problem is that you cannot choose a goal you love. The 3rd step is just telling you to work on any goal. Since you have no interests, just work towards anything. Why should you do this? It's because you need to get moving. Soon enough, you will gain the momentum to dedicate yourself to certain projects. You will feel attached. Your chronic negativity will slowly disappear. There are many reasons why nothing interests you. Maybe you have been criticized in the past for pursuing something. You might have witnessed someone being criticized for the same interest. Maybe your parents did not think your interest was worthwhile, and so they discouraged you from doing it. If you want to find enthusiasm for your interests again, you need to have a strategy. The first strategy is to give in to criticism. If someone told you that you were not good at something, surprise them by agreeing. Say that you are aware of how much practice you need to do. If your mother said your drawing was terrible, say, "You're right." Watch how she will never criticize you again. Some people get bitter because they did not go after their interests, and so they discourage other people from pursuing their own. Let your parent know that their criticism does not affect you. The second strategy is to address your defense mechanisms and shortcomings. Praise the reasons why your interest died away. Did fear stop you from pursuing art? Say thank you to that fear, but do not welcome it to your mind anymore. It is time for your passion for art to shine through. Often, your shortcomings are made by the people around you. Suppose a friend once said you were stupid for liking something. Dedicate a tribute to stupid people. For instance, if you say that stupid people may be silly, but they are kind and funny. Stupid people do not care about what other people think. The next time that friend criticizes you, tell them your tribute. That friend might think it is weird, but it sends the message that you do not care about what they think. You are saying, "So what?" To your friend's criticism. You are saying that you will continue to pursue your interest. In this book, you learned about guiding yourself towards the life you want. First, you learned that other people's expectations could stop you from truly knowing what you want. Stop living the life that other people want for you. You need to acknowledge that it is impossible to please everyone, so you might as well live life on your own terms. Second, you learned 2 ways to overcome resistance. This resistance is stopping you from doing what you want. One way is to find meaningful work. You do this by going through the things you love. If you do the things you love, you find meaning in them. Another way is to picture your job from heaven and job from hell. This exercise will help you see what you truly seek in life. Third, you learned to incorporate your dreams into your life slowly. You do not need the perfect time or environment to pursue it. Start right now. Fourth, you learned the reasons why you're not interested in anything. Criticism from other people can be discouraging, but you can use this criticism to your advantage. Use it to motivate you further. Prove those critics wrong. Working on something you are passionate about is thrilling. It is exciting, and it brings purpose to your life. However, things will not always go your way, no matter how enthusiastic you are. And that is entirely okay. Learn from your mistakes. Learn that it is okay to fail. What matters is that you will always try again. Never stop aiming to have a life that is full of meaning. If you love this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you for watching.